Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Dairy Van Menards Cup Series. We are here at Five Flags Speedway in Pensacola, Florida for the Pensacola 250. This is the 13th race of the 2024 season. We got 31 drivers here looking to get a win. Trey Mills is your pole sitter here tonight in the FedEx number 15 Chevy SS. It's his first pole of the season, second of his career. And to his outside, Cody Foster making his third start this season, I believe. Michigan, Kansas, and now Five Flags. So without further ado, rounding out top three was Zach Barber, current regular season points leader and playoff leader with 3 wins on the season. Chandler Rhodes there, and fourth, rounding out your front five, is going to be Jaden Bowers in the Velocity Motorsports Toyota Camry. Joe Buckley Sr.'s up here, so is defending race winner Matt Sanchez. Casey Sherwood's a little further back, but let's take a look at the race info. So as before mentioned, Pensacola 250 here at Five Flags Speedway. Another short track here on the schedule. We're going to have 120 laps on tap here tonight. And fuel window is looking about 90 to 100 laps roughly. So we're going to have like one pit stop here unless we see more fuel or tire, because tires might wear out quicker than the full fuel does. So without further ado, let's get the engines fired and this show underway here at Five Flags Speedway.
Drivers, start your engines!
There's the command to fire 'em up. Trey Mills looking to get his first career win, along with a handful of other drivers here tonight. We had a lot of drivers fail to make the race, but we'll round out your top 10 here. Fred Wells rolling off 6th in car number 6. 7th is going to be Matt Sanchez, and to his outside, 29 of Joe Buckley Sr. Rounding out your top 10, Casey Sherwood in the 31, and Scott Mason there in the 26 Quaker Stick car. But at the front, it's going to be Trey Mills leading us to green. Green flag is out here at Five Flags. Chandler Rhodes stuck on the outside right here. He's going to have to get clear of the one of Bowers into 3. Can't quite get down yet. He's trying to. Almost clear as they come out of 4, but Bowers has that run there. Still side by side through 1 and 2. Chandler Rhodes trying to clear. He will for 4th. Zach Barber looking for win number 4 this season, and career win number 4 is on the inside of Cody Foster there through 4. Can't quite get there though. Oh, very close there into 1 and 2. Almost some contact made there, it looked like. But Cody Foster, he's going to clear him off the top. Now they're trying to reel in Trey Mills. Got a lot of different drivers that have won so far this season. But as you know, Zach Barber is one of the 2 multiple-time winners. But he is in a 5-way tie for most wins all time of 3. And there's 2 of the drivers with 3 wins right there, the 9 and the 67. Chandler Rhodes got 3 last season. And then Zach Barber currently tied, like we've said a million times this season, again. And the 7 is Davin Armstrong in the number 7 machine for JMOS Incorporated. They've got a new team, another part-time car, if you will. They're going to field it 10 or 11 times this season, 10 times with Armstrong, and once with one other driver that is still to be determined. But it looks like Cody Foster has taken the race lead here early in the going, and now Chandler Rhodes moves into 2nd here. Lots of passing going on right now. Blaze Rich trying to get around the outside of the 7 of Armstrong. Can't quite get there. Trying to get him on the outside, running that middle groove. Can he get the run here? Not quite. Sanchez now on the inside of the 45 for 8th. And he's going to clear out of turn number 2. Joe Buckley Jr., Danny Fisher side by side back here. Senior, sorry, my apologies. Senior's got 1 win to his name at Rockingham last season. Danny Fisher, 0 wins. Evan Horton, one of the 5 drivers with 3 wins to his name right here. He's trying to get around that number 29 as well. Don't know what happened there. Had some issues with the headset. We got it all fixed up now, though. So apologies with that. Tyler Childers, the 4th driver with 3 wins to his name. I think Evan Horton, Tyler Childers, the 67, the 9, Zach Barber. Childers is the only one to have wins in different seasons so far, because he had 2 last season and 1 this season. But he's probably going to get more as we get rolling more in here. Go back to the front. Looks like that 67 is reeling in Cody Foster. Chandler Rhodes, he was a very dominant force last season. This season, though, he's been pretty quiet, if you will. I got to pull up the points here. 38th in points right now through the first 12 races of the season. So he really needs to pick up the pace if he wants to make the playoffs. He missed it last season, believe it or not. And there's the 5th 3-time winner in this series. Joe Buckley Jr. currently running 26th. Looking for a top 25 here on Selzy. His caution is out for the first time tonight. Let's see where it's at. Whoa, looks like Kane Calloway with a lot of damage there on his 83. And Zach Barber just rear-ended him. What in the world happened there? Looks like we're good so far. Good so far. Looks like Scott Mason and Kane Calloway get together. Hard hit for both drivers. Just got right hooked into the outside fence there. Not good at all for the 83 or the 9. Just plowed into him there. He's going to be done for the night for sure. Pit stops are happening. Back to this camera here. Evan Horton, Tyler Childers side by side coming out pit road here. There's just the camera here. Will Donnelly, Noah Sears, Paul Selzy, Joe Buckley Jr., Jordan Marr. 3 wide back here. Scott Mason, Rivers, Marks. Jesus Christ, that was close. Looks like Bowers is going to take the race lead here, though. We are live? Okay, cool. Making sure we're still on the live camera feed here. Maybe not, actually. Yes. It's going to be Zach Barber, then Jaden Bowers, as a matter of fact. And then Cody Foster, the 7 of Davin Armstrong, a little further back. So the 11, Joey Higgins, Henry Rivers, Scott Mason, Justin Marks, Alex Chapman, and Jonathan Davenport are all going to be scored 1 lap down soon, more than likely. We got 30 drivers left in the field right now, and roughly 24 of them will be on the lead lap here momentarily, because I'm sure they're going to fly right around these 5-6 drivers in front of them. But keep an eye on that 7 and the 67 respectively. Those two are fast here on the short run. We'll see if Chandler Rhodes can maybe clean it up on the pit stops next time around and keep her going here. We're 1 to green this time. I was going to pause and accelerate it, but not going to do that now. We're going to go back green with 101 laps to go. And we're just 2 races left before the halfway point in the season here, 2024. But one thing I do want to point out, Alexander Thompson, who has been pretty high in the points. He missed the race, so that's going to suck for him. Green flags back out here at 5 flags. Davenport and Chapman bring us back green here. As Trey Mills quickly on the inside, making really fast work of that number 67. Rhodes fighting back on the outside, though. We've seen it work a couple times. Give advantage 15 of Mills. There's a bit of a gap he can pop down in. Not quite, not going to take it. Cody Foster now on the inside on Jaden Bowers for second. And Trey Mills trying to get around to the 7 of Davin Armstrong for fourth. Now he's trying to get around the 1 of Bowers. And he will do so successfully. He's up to third. Now Cody Foster, Zach Barber. Going to be a side-by-side here down the front stretch. Good run for Foster as they head into 1. Cody Foster now will take the race lead here on lap 23 with less than 100 laps to go. It's going to be close if this race goes green here on out. But I have my doubts about that one, folks. Joe Buckley Sr. trying to get around the 67 for 7th there. Casey Sherwood inside the top 5 here tonight. Good run right now for him. Top 3 all under a blanket. Zach Barber trying to make a charge on Foster now. Side by side into 1. Foster trying to fight on the outside here. And he is not going to be able to make much ground up so far. Foster still ripping that outside line, trying to make it stick. Here comes Trey Mills trying to get a run, build up. He's almost to the back bumper of the 9 and the 09. They got to stop messing around here, boys. Oh, that was close there. Almost into the quarter panel of the 9. Here comes Trey Mills with a run. So you're going to take it? Not quite. But Chandler Rhodes, he was fast in that first handful of laps, but now he's fallen back to 6th, or 9th rather. I can't read clearly. Danny Fisher's inside the top 10. He's having a great run for his Lance Racing Enterprises Dodge. Discount Tires S2's 3M. Pennzoil something, I think. Not really sure. Joe Buckley Sr. 1 spot out of a top 5 right now. As Trey Mills now trying to get around Cody Foster for second, and he will do so successfully. He's up to second now. He's got about half a second between he and Zach Barber. They got 4 cars yet to lap here. And Joey Higgins is not making it easy for Barber. Now Sherwood trying to get around that number 09. That white car just pops in the nighttime. Holy crap. And look at the 29 of Senior. He's rolling that high side right now. Trying to make it work. I think it's kind of working for him. He's going to get to the inside on Foster here. On lap 30. Can't quite clear him. He has the advantage in 1 and 2. Can he get the run down the back straight though? Not quite. Advantage Cody Foster still, but up front. Side by side for the race lead. Trey Mills trying to take it back. Your pole sitter here tonight. Trying to use Joey Higgins to his advantage, and I don't think it's going to work for him. 3 different lines into 3 and 4 there for Barber, Higgins, and Mills. Great run for Mills through 3 and 4. Can he keep the momentum going here down the backstretch, side by side for the race lead? Mills has a nose out in front into 3. He's going to clear. Trey Mills back to the race lead in his East River Racing Chevy. This 15 team not in the playoffs right now, and as a matter of fact, Fred Wells is the only East River Racing car inside the top 16 in points playoff-wise. Trying to find Trey Mills. I know he was up there. I'm not really seeing him right now. And just the small little preview I have for the points. He's not going to try to pull away. 2 more cars have since gotten around Zach Barber. He falls to 4th. Joe Buckley Sr. down to 7th. Maybe going to go back down to 8th here. It's Chandler Rhodes on the outside trying to apply the pressure to the veteran. Joe Buckley Sr. may not have had a flashy career, but he's definitely one of the better drivers in our first inaugural season. Some contact between the 09 and the 9 there. Cody Foster may have pushed Zach Barber up the hill just a little bit. Danny Fisher with a great run on Foster, though. Chandler Rhodes not able to make the pass on that 29 machine. Kind of go through the field here. Tyler Childers, he was good. He was on fire to start this season. As we get towards the spring-summer stretch here, he seems to have fallen off big time here as he's struggling to stay inside the top 15 over Kane Wagner right now. But one driver who's definitely picked it up a couple notches the last few races has been Joe Buckley Jr. He was outside the top 30 in points all season long. Now, he's in 21st, just a few points out of a playoff berth. So, he can still point his way in as long as he finishes top 10 again and not 21st. We still got a long way to go. They got a long time to work on that car and turn that one around. So, as the top 3 back under a blanket here, still not able to get around the dodge of Joey Higgins, Trey Mills, Davin Armstrong, Casey Sherwood, Zach Barber, Cody Foster, your top 5. Danny Fisher just outside of Joe Buckley Sr. Evan Horton as well inside the top 10. He's had a very not good at all season in his Bass Pro Shops number 38 Ford Mustang for Andy Seuss Racing. Hoping to start turning things around here, make a run at the playoffs. We already have 9 drivers locked into the playoffs just on wins alone. Got Zach Barber, Dennis Baldwin, Tyler Childers, Scott Mason, Will Donnelly, Matt Sanchez, Grant Lawson, Kane Wagner, Paul Selzy. So we got a very high amount of drivers already locked in, and I think that number is definitely going to get bigger the closer we get to the end. We only got, after today, we got 6 more races to go. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 7 more races left before the playoffs begin. So let's see here. As I'm seeing things, top 5, it's going to be a close race to the end here. Let's check up on Matt Sanchez. He is way back here, currently running 21st position. Sanchez, your defending race winner. 1 win this season, 2 in his career for 2 different teams. First and only driver to win with different teams so far. Not a lot of other drivers can do that. Actually, I'm pretty sure he is the only driver that can do that, which is kind of crazy now that I think about it. But he's currently 6th in the playoff standings. He is inside the top 16 points, so he's having a pretty decent season. And he's actually 6th in points right now. Sitting in 20th on the track. Gonna go 3 wide here almost. Oh boy. Kane Wagner making a very aggressive move to the inside on Sanchez. But now Buckley trying to get around Oliver Anthony. And it looks like Trey Mills may be starting to put some distance between he and everybody else behind him. Just a little bit, not a whole lot. Casey Sherwood, 33rd in points. He has a lot of catching up to do. And actually, Trey Mills is going to probably start putting some more distance on him. He just got around Joey Higgins. Took him all but 30, 40 laps to do so. But that's okay. 70 laps to go here already at 5 Flag Speedway. This race is going to go by fairly quickly here. As Jonathan Davenport struggling today. Coming into the race 4 points below the cut line. It's going to be close for him. He had a good string of races there through March. But now, as we get towards the end of April, that thunder is just not there for him and the 91 crew. They need to find their footing again, get that momentum built back up as we start looking forward to the next race here on the schedule. This is going to be the last race in April. I have gone through and sort of scheduled everything, if you will, in the Discord server, linked below in the description, if you guys want to join that, by the way. I made it basically a calendar in Google Spreadsheets for everybody to see. So if we look here at April 2024, on the 30th, which is Tuesday, April 30th, this race here will go live. And obviously today is not Tuesday. It's actually Sunday at the time of recording this because I have to edit and all that fun stuff. But so that is going to be that. But then May, we're going to start going to a more consistent schedule. We're going to be posting Cup on Wednesdays, and DMPS will still be to be determined because it's not ready yet, but that's besides the point. So we'll have the Advanced Auto Parts 300 on the 8th. So it's going to be like 2 weeks roughly until you see the next race. I'm just trying to space it out. But then we'll have Gateway the following week as well. So I think it'll be spaced out pretty well, except for when we get to July. There's one race in the entire month, smack dab in the middle, on the 17th, AAA 400, because I didn't want to have the season end in like the middle of January or something. I wanted it to like end at a somewhat realistic length of time. So we're ending on the last week in October, the 30th, and then we'll wait until probably February to pick back up again for 2025. So with that being said, just wanted to kind of let y'all know what the plan is for that. But Trey Mills still balling right now, leading the way, getting close to that halfway mark here at Five Flag Speedway. It is one of the premier short tracks on the schedule, in my opinion. I've always loved this one. Very good place in my heart. They are getting really close. The top four all there under a blanket. Okay, no caution. Just wanted to make sure that that wasn't the case because I was kind of concerned for a second, in all honesty. But next race up on the schedule is Pocono, as they're trying to put Alex Chapman here a lap down. Side by side, trying to, not quite. Trey Mills now under pressure from Casey Sherwood, who, by the way, earlier I looked at it. Sherwood is one of the 4 full-time drivers who haven't led a lap this season. And now that's only 3 because driver number 67, Chandler Rhodes, he led a lap tonight, I'm pretty sure he did, as we get just past the halfway mark here at Five Flags Speedway. Sherwood trying to cross his name off the list. Danny Fisher, another one of those drivers to not lead a lap yet this season. And that list is small. I mean, Cody Foster has now led laps this season, so I think it is down to just the 12 and the 31, and Dale Webster as well, for the full-time guys at least. But for everybody all around, I don't know how far back that goes. But Evan Horton, he has crawled up to 3rd here. And where the heck did he started all the way back in 21st. And in just half of the race, he's climbed all the way up to 3rd. Now looking for 2nd from Davin Armstrong, who's giving that JMOS Incorporated group a great run right now here. Horton on the bottom trying to make that inside groove work. Side by side, give the advantage to Horton. He is going to clear him into 1. Armstrong going to fight back though on the outside. Kind of clear, not really though. Advantage still. Give it to the 38, and he's going to clear him now. Big time out of 4. As Kane Wagner actually coming down pit road, are we going to see anybody else pit, or is it just going to be that number 72 car? Don't think so. Although I wouldn't be surprised because I know for a fact tires wear out here pretty quickly. Last time around 19.5, 19.4, 19.3, Trey Mills is running like tenth and a half faster than everybody else behind him here. But Zach Barber, if he doesn't win the championship this season, he is going to be one sad little man. That is for damn sure. As we are closing in to 50 laps to go. Slowing way down is Trey Mills. 19.7? 19.3? Wonder why he's slowing down so much. I noticed it's like, that is a really low RPM, buddy. That's allowing the 738, 31, the 945, everybody behind him basically to catch up right now. And as always, this guy finds himself inside the top 10. Fred Wells, he hasn't had a flashy season like he did last year. He was insanely competitive. One of the most competitive Chevys of season 1 of 2023. However, this season not so much, but he is still somehow found himself inside the top 10 week in and week out for consistent finishes and currently top 5 in points right now. I think he's like third or something. I can't exactly remember, but Kane Wagner a lap down. He's trying to work his way around these lead lap cars. He definitely has fresh tires here. He's going about 20 miles up. That's why. Trey Mills down pit road here. I think it is shooter time as there goes Chandler Rhodes, Jordan Marr, Jaden Bowers. I think it's Justin Marks there. Paul Selzy. Everybody come down. For the most part, let's see your new race leader. There's a 7, 31, 38, 9, 45. Blaze Rich staying out, looks like. Everybody else coming in. Oh, Will Donnelly and Joe Buckley Sr. staying out. I don't think that's a good call, in my opinion. But good news. Oh, they stayed out too. Okay. Good news for the 15, Trey Mills. He's going to have a nice, clean racetrack. He's not going to have any traffic in front of him. He can just zip around and go. And that's exactly what he's doing. He's already up and away. There goes the 17, the 1, the 67. They'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, I do believe. Once we get back to once everything cycles through. To your main course here. I think everything... Nope, not everyone's out yet. There's the 702. Great stop for him in the 45, 31. And the 58-29, not a good stop for them. They're going to have a ton of traffic. Definitely not a good strategy call, in my opinion. And Kane Wagner, I think he knew something there. Uh-oh. Caution is out. That is going to be huge for Kane Wagner. He was a lap down and almost went another lap down, but that is not going to be good for the 29. I think he's going to be a lap down. Joe Buckley Sr. No, he's not. Okay. Where is he? Okay, 16th. Well, let's see what happened here. Find out what made the caution come out. So, Kane Wagner's going to come back down pit road. Because keep in mind, he pitted before everybody else. Alright, we're going to find out what happened here. We'll be right back. It would appear Cody Foster, Blaze Rich made some contact, and Foster went up into the outside wall. So that is what brought out the caution here for the second time tonight, just past halfway. So skip back to your live camera feed here. Race leader is still Trey Mills. He is dominated here tonight. He is looking for his first career Cup Series win here at the Pensacola Short Track in the Pensacola 250. Follow that up with, he's got Scott Mason behind him. He is in 28th. And Kate Long, he is 29th. So we got two lap cars in between first and second there. As Davin Armstrong, Evan Horton. And then we got another lap car, the O2, in between Evan Horton and Blaze Rich. And then another one between Blaze Rich and Casey Sherwood there. Henry Rivers, he's a lap down. I was hoping he wasn't. That'd be really cool. And the 09, despite getting involved in the incident, he is still up inside the top 10. So he has a good car here. He can definitely finish there if he plays his cards right. Should be going 1 to green this time around. I still have not gotten around to updating that darn pace truck template, because it's so much of a pain in the bum. But pace lights are off. I was right about that. What in the world? Hold on, is that actually showing up, or is that just... Let's get right side. Oh, there's no car. Okay. I think it's just the lighting, I'm guessing. I'm not really sure. No, let's go on board Jaden Bowers here on this restart. The good old class, or I'm sorry, not Jaden Bowers, Davin Armstrong. Good old classic door cam from season 1. Here we go. Pace truck is off. Trey Mills, green flag, back out here at 5 flags. Whoa! Big crash in the back. Oh. Jesus. Fred Wells, he's going to be done for the night. Lots of damage on Cody Foster's machine as well. Trying to do a cool little crank it up. First off, Evan Horton, he flew out of there like a bat out of hell. He was on it, that restart there. Nice good old Fox camera angle there. Just take a look at it here quick. I mean, it happened and then it happened. I mean, Davin Armstrong was in it. Looks like Oliver Anthony into the 45 Blaze Rich. I thought that was gonna be all of it. Let's slow it down here and see what happened. It looks like Cody Foster tags the 7, collecting the 6, and the 04. Justin Marks barely gets by. Zach Barber nowhere to go. Joe Buckley Sr. nowhere to go. Joe Buckley Jr. nowhere to go. Tyler Childers, Clayton Baxter, and Kane Wagner. I think he made it through okay. Jesus, man, dude. That was bad. Lots of cars beat up in that one. Lots of bent sheet metal there. Yeah, that's going to be a done day for the 6 of Fred Wells. He is going to have to call it. Same with Tyler Childers. He is blown up. Davin Armstrong going to have to kiss that good race he's had. Oh, goodbye. But big break for some of these drivers that weren't inside the top 10 then. They are for sure now. Unless, of course, you are a lap down. That's a different story. This time, we're going to go ahead and accelerate to the green flag. We'll be right back here in just a moment. Alrighty, here we are. Getting ready for the restart. Trey Mills, Evan Horton. Evan Horton had one hell of a restart there. We got a little... I was about to say 40 laps to go. No, I was wrong. We're going to have like 30 laps to go here on this restart. We got 17 cars on the lead lap. Pace truck is off. It's going to be all in the hands of Trey Mills on this restart. Green flag back out here at 5 Flags Speedway. Evan Horton, he's got a good car here on the restarts. But Trey Mills is gone, and gone. He's going, as Luke Combs would say. Coming to 30 laps to go here. Can Evan Horton reel in the 15? Caution comes right back out. Big pile up once again. It's going to be... Oh, I thought it was going to Will Donnelly. No. It's Danny Fisher and Henry Rivers. Big front end damage there on the 94 Mellow Yellow machine. Looks like he may have gotten tapped from the 58 of Will Donnelly there. Maybe? Or did he just like come straight on down? Let's get a better angle here if we can. Looks like far chase or something. No, he just kind of went right down into him. I mean, the 58, he had some help getting in there too, because I think he would have been fine had he not come down on the one of Bowers. Whoa. I mean, it looks like Bowers just went straight. I don't think the officials are going to be too happy about that one there. Oh man, that's going to end the 94 and the 12. Donnelly should be able to continue on for the most part. He should be relatively fine. So let's see here. That's going to leave us with what, 12 cars lead lap? Nope, still 17 for now. Let's go ahead and go back to the green here. We'll be back in just a minute. Alrighty, we're going to have 25 laps to go on this restart here, folks. At the line. Lots of lap cars in the way here. Scott Mason, Caden Long in between second and third. And then you got Joey Higgins, Alex Chapman lap down. They're going to throw their hat in the ring and really kind of screw things up here for these drivers. Trying to hunt down the 15. Mills, who has been the class of the field since the drop of the green flag. Speaking of which, green flag's back out here at Five Flags Speedway. 25 laps to go for Trey Mills. Can he hold off a hard charging Evan Horton? Horton with a good restart here. Comes to the inside. Side by side through 3 and 4. Evan Horton now trying to take the race lead. Can't quite clear him. Trey Mills fighting back on the outside. To no avail. Oh, never mind. He's on the quarter panel. Can't quite make it work, though. Outside lane is not working for the 15. Evan Horton to the point here. As Jordan Marr making another really good run right now. Up to 4th. Someone's on pit road. That's the 30 of Joe Buckley Jr. Meanwhile, battle for the race lead up front. Trey Mills, Evan Horton. Horton looking for his 4th career Dairy Van Menards Cup Series win. As we're itching on lap number 100 here this time around. There'll be 20 to go the following time around. The 31 cannot keep up with your race leaders. And it's kind of hard to when you have a lap car, Caden Long, right in front of your face. And you can't really go anywhere. Sure, we're going to try the outside here. Trying to help get around that 2 car. Get to his East River Racing teammate of Trey Mills. And it looks like he's going to be able to make the outside lane work here. 2 seconds back. Maybe not, kind of lied. But with 20 laps to go, Evan Horton starting to pull away here in his number 38 Bass Pro Shop, Spotify, Gucci, True Timber, Xbox, Ford Mustang, as the caution will fly once again. Oh my lord, it is a massacre here. Oh boy. What in the world happened? It looks like hell has frozen over in 3 and 4. It's the hell corner. Oh my god, Alex Chapman just absolutely annihilated the 22, it looks like. That was a very hard hit. We could very well see a substitute for that one there. That was rough. Oh. And everyone else just kind of piled in there. A defeated Dennis Baldwin just sits in the middle of the track after his win at Michigan, 2nd win of the year. Follows it up with a DNF here at Five Flags. Dude, that is rough. 15 cars now on the lead lap. That number's going to shrink as well. So, awesome. Less than 20 to go. We're going to go ahead and skip back to the green flag, accelerate, whatever you want to call it. We'll be back in a minute. Alright, here we go. Coming back green, Evan Horton, Trey Mills. Green flag back out here. 14 laps to go. Can Trey Mills get a run on the 38? Bumper to bumper. Not quite able to get there yet. Jordan Marr with a great restart there. He was able to almost get around the 2 car, but the battle, we're going to keep an eye on, is the battle for the race lead. Still nose to nose as they head through 1 and 2. Trey Mills, he hasn't fallen off yet. Just got to find a way to get around the 38 machine. And now Jordan Marr, he's cleared of that number 2 machine. He's trying to throw his hat in the ring here. He's 1.1 seconds back, 1.4 this time. About a second back from second place. Trey Mills running very similar lap times right now, the front 2 drivers. 10 laps to go. Next time by for Evan Horton. Once again, looking for career win numero 4. As he works his way through 3 and 4, bringing us to 10 laps to go here at 5 Flags. Evan Horton, he is not currently in the playoff picture whatsoever. Can't quite even see where he is in points right now, in all honesty. Trying the bottom, see if that's going to work for him. Very low bottom. Trey Mills trying to reel him in, 9 to go. About 10th quicker. That 17 was 4/10ths quicker than both of them. It's going to be a 3-horse race coming down to the wire here. 8 to go at 5 Flag Speedway. Caution has come out once again. It's the same turn, 3 and 4, just people annihilating each other. Oh boy. It's going to come down to a green-white checkered or something. Looks like Will Donnelly and Oliver Anthony this time getting into it. Alright, well, let's see. Will we go back green? We should. Yeah, we are. We should go 1 to green this time. I'm like actually on the edge of my seat right now because I don't know how this race is going to finish out. Alright. We're going green with 3 laps to go. It's going to be green, green, white, checkered. Green, green, white. Yeah, something like that. But the 38, 15, and the 17, your top 3. Kane Wagner in 4th right now. Top 5 rounded out by Zach Barber, Casey Sherwood, Chandler Rhodes, Jaden Bowers, the 12 of Danny Fisher somehow top 10 right now, and Matt Sanchez rounding out your top 10 right now. 12 cars on the lead lap, 19 still in the race here. Pace car is off, green flag is out. We are underway for what's going to be the last time here at 5 Flags. Jordan Marr under pressure from Jonathan Davenport. He's a lap down. But right now, Evan Horton, he's starting to yank away from this field. That's what he needs to do right now. The 38 of Evan Horton. 2 laps to go here at 5 Flag Speedway. Evan Horton trying to score his 4th career DMCS win. Heading through 3 and 4. Bringing us to the white flag. 1 more lap to go for Horton here at his home track. The 27-year-old from Clearwater, Florida, driving for Andy Seuss and Andy Seuss Racing, bringing his number 38 Bass Pro Shops Ford Mustang through 3 and 4 for one last time. Evan Horton gets his 4th career win at 5 Flags. He is now the 3rd driver to win in his home state, as Luke Lawson has done it and one other driver, can't exactly remember off the top of my head. But what a performance by Trey Mills, coming up just short though. Started on the pole, dominated this entire event, 1 spot short. of the victory here tonight at Five Flags. Without further ado, though, guys, let's go ahead and take a look at the point standings following Five Flags. That was a really good race, though. And with that, guys, here are the playoff standings after Five Flags. And I realized this after I had posted Michigan that I still had the 10 to go for the races. It was actually 8 to go after Michigan, so now it is 7 races to go after Five Flags and not 10. So, my mistake. I made our own win sticker instead of using the Rush one from 2 some odd years ago, but anyways, that's besides the point. We got 10 drivers currently locked into the playoffs and just 6 more positions to be claimed here. Alex Thompson, Trey Mills, Clayton Baxter, Fred Wells, Justin Marks, and Jonathan Davenport are all above that cut line right now. But it's looking close for some of these drivers. It's looking good for Alex Thompson right now, but one bad race and he can be only plus 14. Say he finishes dead last, only gets 10 points, and like someone like, oh, I don't know, Jonathan Davenport wins, and if he didn't win, I could knock him out big time. But with that being said, Zach Barber, current number 1 with 3 wins and 15 playoff points in the bag. He has a massive points lead right now, 244 points over second place Dennis Baldwin. Third right now goes to Tyler Childers, 253 points behind. And currently, just inside the top 20 now, Joe Buckley Jr. And looking at it, he is just 16 points behind Henry Rivers. So by that math, he's 72 points below the cut line, I do believe. So that's just rough math. I think that's correct. It sounds correct. But anyways, Pocono is the next race up on the schedule. And then we got the halfway race, which is Gateway. So in a couple of weeks, be sure to tune in. We will be ready for the Advanced Auto 500. I had the calendar up here. Don't know where it went now. I will have a link in the description to the Discord server where you can find all the links for all the spreadsheets and all that other fun stuff and just more information. So that'll be posted in about a week from now, a little more than a week. But without further ado, thank you all for tuning in to the race, and I'll see you guys on the 8th for the Advanced Auto Parts 300 at Pocono.